Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. As we celebrate the festival of light and sounds, Deepavali, it is also good to know a brief significance about why we should celebrate Deepavali. It has essentially two important festivals according to us. One is the Naraka Chaturdasi and another is the Bali Padyami. Both we celebrate. Naraka Chaturdasi, King Narakasura, he was a demon king, but he was born to Vishnu and Bhudevi. So a great lineage but bad company. He got into company of Mura, who was a demon. And because of bad company, he became a very violent demon king. He became the embodiment of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. He wanted to enjoy everything for himself. He wanted to get everything, the best for his lust and Arishad Vargas, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. So what he did, he prayed to Lord Brahma. He did tapas. Brahma came, appeared for his tapas. Then Narakasura asked, I don't want death. Brahma, as usual, said, you cannot be unconditional. Put any condition, I will grant. Narakasura thought. Then his mother is none other than Bhudevi, Kshamaya Dharitri. She is the embodiment of forgiveness. Therefore he said, okay, if death has to come, it has to come from only my mother. Brahma said, Tatastu, and went. Then he went rampant with all his wishes, negative desires. He imprisoned 16,000 young women for his lust. This became a havoc, and all Devatas prayed, and Vishnu, none other than Lord Krishna, during his Krishna Avatara, had to come on his Garuda Vahana, and he had to bring Satyabhama also with him. Satyabhama is the incarnation of Bhudevi. So Krishna came, and first he did was Mura. He was a Rakshasa with magical powers. First he slain him, because then it would be easily could be maneuvered to handle Narakasura. But Narakasura had his boon from Brahma that Krishna cannot actually kill him. In the war field, by the astra of Narakasura, it came, and Krishna had to temporarily lose his consciousness. Then Satyabhama, out of her anger, took the bow and arrow and shot him to death. So what does this mean? This means that if one has this intense Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, even Mother Earth, the embodiment of forgiveness, would not excuse. And this is what happened. And he was such a demon that people in his land never used to light lamps in their house during night. They used to lock and be inside with fear. So that day when he was slain, people, first thing, they all went happily home and lighted lamps all over. That is the significance of the Naraka Chaturdasi. So when we light the lamps on this day, we should remember that yes, we also should conquer these Arishad Vargas, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya in us. We should never allow these Arishad Vargas to overpower us, and that is the significance of Naraka Chaturdasi. And then the lighting of the lamps would become meaningful. Then is the Bali Padyami. Bali, yes, he is a great king. Mahabali he is the grandson of Prahlada, the great one. But his associates were bad. He was a great king. He was also a devotee of Vishnu himself. but his associates were bad. Mahabali was full with valor. He conquered all the devatas, all the three lokas he was ruling. So Indra and others went to pray Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu said, Mahabali is my bhakta, so I will handle him in a different way. And that is when he came in the Vamana avatara as a very small boy who had just undergone Upanayanam. And at that time, Mahabali was conducting a yajna where he declared he would grant any wish that anybody would ask. And in such a situation, Vamana, this as a small Vatu, small boy, comes to meet Mahabali. Mahabali asks him, what do you want? He says, I only need space for 3 steps. Mahabali was surprised. He offered him many things, but he did not agree. Then he granted, okay, if you want space for only 3 steps, only to put your feet, yes, I have no objection, you can take it. Then Vishnu showed his real nature, and in one feet he occupied the complete earth. With the other feet he occupied the complete Akasha above. Then he asked, where should I keep my 3rd feet? Then Mahabali had to offer his head, and Vamana places the foot and presses him to Patala Loka, but he also blessed him to become the Chakravarti of Patala Loka. Not only that, he blessed him that he will be future Indra. Not just that, on the request of Bali, he was allowed to visit this earth on the day of Bali Padyami, and to welcome him, he asked all the devotees to light the lamps. So that is the significance. To understand this, we should know that we are also made of 3 shariras. Sthula Sharira, the gross body which we see. Sukshma Sharira, consisting of the Pancha Gnanendriyas, Pancha Karmendriyas, Pancha Pranas, and mind and intellect. We cannot see it, but it is there. And these two we get strongly identified with. And that identification is a serious problem. Because of that we suffer. Then what is responsible for Sthula and Sukshma Sharira? That is called Karana Sharira, or causal body, which contains the blueprint for our Sukshma and Sthula Sharira, which you can call it as karmas, or the imprint of karma of our past lives. And these 3 shariras, Sthula is like the earth which is seen, Sukshma is like Akasha which you cannot easily see, and Karana Sharira is the head of the Bali himself. And the meaning is that just like the Bali gave permission for 3 steps, one occupied the earth, and we should also surrender to Lord Vishnu, or the supreme power, to offer our Sthula Sharira, means to get non-attached with this. Similarly, Sukshma Sharira corresponding to Akasha, and Karana Sharira corresponding to the head of the Bali. When we do that, then we can enjoy life with lights. And that is the significance of this Bali Padyami. We should also know how to surrender ourselves completely to the Lord, or the Supreme Power, or the Creator, so that we can have a happy life. For this, we need to get to hear good things, we need to see good things. Om Bhadram Karne Vishnuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatra. O Lord, may we hear to good things, may we see good things, so that good sound and light shall always be there in our life. Namaste.